The fourth is a strong visual. Why is this so important when I'm pitching?
Well, if you're watching the news, most of us aren't like, I mean, maybe you and your wife have a different relationship about this, but my wife and I will, a lot of times, like, we'll be driving our car.
Yeah.
And then if we'll see something like on the side of the road, our kids will go, "Dad, look, it's a yellow car. It's a," and he'll see something that's like a big visual. Mm-hmm. "Look at the size of that truck, Dad." My son will say, "It's an 18-wheeler. It's huge." You know? And he'll see it way down the road, and we'll get our attention.
Yeah.
Or if there's a car accident, and hopefully no one's hurt, but you see all these cars piled up, you're like, "What's going on?" Mm-hmm. And we stop and we gawk. If we don't stop and gawk, it's probably not a good visual.
Okay.
So people don't have to stop and go, "What?
Yeah.
What is this?" Then it's not really a good visual.
So that's why you said with Arthur, he was able to say and include that in the pitch. Hey, this snow cone's going to be awesome.
I've come to the conclusion that either Arthur is the smartest PR man I've ever met.
Wow.
Or he's just insane. And we don't know. Right. You know, he's a Thrive mentor.
Either way, we'll take it.
A good friend of mine. You don't know. Is he insane? Does he? Let me do even an Arthur Greeno story. Arthur discovers that you can't have cows in a city limit area on leashes. This is how Arthur's mind works. You call boop 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 boop, city of such and such. Yeah, are you allowed to have cows in a city limits, like in front of a business? You know, can you do that? Is that legal? And they're like, nope. Okay. So in his mind, I should take cows and put them in front of my business. Because the police will show up, the city will show up, people will stop and gawk. It'll make tons of people come to my place.
Right.
This is how his mind works.
Right.
It's awesome.
It's incredible.
Yeah. So you just want to think of one more example. We're out here on the West Coast.
Yes.
Kaepernick, quarterback for the 49ers. This man, what headphones did he wear recently during a media interview?
He's got the Bose
headphones? I believe he wore the Beats.
Oh, he's supposed to be wearing the Bose.
Yeah, put him on the screen. We're going to put him on the screen. When you see these, you got to see the screen. He wore Beats. Now, here's the thing we know. He got fined a massive amount of money. I believe it was $10,000 for wearing the headphones on the sidelines in the locker room.
Because Bose sponsors the NFL.
Right. It's against the rules to wear Bose. So in his theory was, if I wear Beats, I'm going to get fined, and that will make a national story. Because the NFL, anytime someone gets fined, they announce it to the whole world. So it was the cover of all of the sports outlets. Kaepernick fined.
Yep.
So then when they started looking at his contract, how much he gets paid, they're realizing he might as well get fined every day, every game for the rest of his career. Because it's better, he makes more money getting fined than not getting fined.
Right.
Awesome.
I love it. So the next thing is something to go film or someone to interview. This has to be included in your pitch. So if Arthur has cows in front of the building, that's a great visual, and that's something that will have some great B-roll. You can go out and film.
Yeah.
If not, you're saying have somebody for the media to talk to.
Well, let's talk about Chick-fil-A for a second.
Okay.
There was a big scandal that Chick-fil-A came out, and basically they're a pro-Judeo-Christian worldview organization. They're closed on Sundays, whatever.
Right.
Well, the gay and lesbian community, some certain people within that group were like, we're going to protest these guys because they don't, because they're bigoted right-wingers. And then Chick-fil-A is like, well, we're closed on Sunday and this is our worldview. We're just going to do it. So there's kind of this battle going on. So there was a day that I believe the gay and lesbian community organized and said, we are going to picket Chick-fil-A. And so the big visual was all these people picketing, all these people, we're not going to go into Chick-fil-A. And that was the story.
Right.
Well, then I think the Chick-fil-A people organized a day where support Chick-fil-A Day. Go there and buy stuff, show your support, whatever. Well, in all those situations, the media was trying to find a local person to interview.
Right.
Because the story, imagine the nightly news. Tonight, nightly news, people gather to protest Chick-fil-A. Well, that's kind of a short story.
Yeah.
But then you're like, and now we're on live here in front of the Chick-fil-A with such and such and interviewing yada yada. Tell us your thoughts.
Right.
And that person talks, and that fills up about 3 minutes of space. Or it fills up an article.
So you've got to include that when you're pitching.
You have to think this way. You have to make the article for the reporter. Make their job easy. Do their job for them. I'm just telling you, give them all the tools they need to be successful.